The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Break! Here we go!
This crowd bringing a ear-splitting welcome to their visitors.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Jackson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Ready?
Four down.
Ready, Bob!
On the right snap, it's Staley. Makes the catch, and he's free. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
So they come around, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Fouls through the defense. There's a crease, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Let's go, defense. Check.
Back at it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Break!
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
Ready, go!
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long.
Ready! Blue, 22, blue, hey, move! Go!
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
That's me.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Bingo,
42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Break.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know, the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
In 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans' apps on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Go!
Lost the fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Cartwright. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so predictable. Offenses really feature their best players most times in those slots.
Running inside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So they're going to go for it here on 4th down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game.
Break! Slap! Chip! Go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Black 14! What
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Russell. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, and most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
22! We got three!
Making side adjustments here.
Hey, grill! Cross!
Get 7 this time.
It has been all defense throwing Russell.
Give him help.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Break.
They'd love
Let's
to
go.
pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field.
Let's go.
They're looking for
Here we
something,
go. Ready.
looking for anything
Slide,
to try
slide.
to put some kind of score on the board, down
Ready to
7-0.
go.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but
Let's
that
go.
time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
28-29 belts. 28-29 belts. Go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly.
Don't get out of the...
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ready to go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job of play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Right.
Tino.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Gets the back moving.
55 right, guys. 55.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Ooh, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Over here, bullseye, bullseye! There you go, Spade, Spade! Come on, sawmill! We need hot!
Russell. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. A window way too small. The guy was not open, so didn't have a chance to be complete.
Ready! Set hard!
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. But no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Keelan Russell rushes on it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Break.
Couldn't ask
Lock
for
in.
better starting field position for this offense.
Let's go. Pick it up.
It's complete to the left. Slippery slide, find his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
From inside the 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Punting on first down. But why, though? Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he could even get started.
Break.
The Tide
Let's go.
ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Sit hot.
Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes that Alabama offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, and suddenly you are operating in plus territory.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here we go. 85.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Ready, set. Blue torch,
Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Finding some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
So the Royals offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Check. Here we go.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away and makes the decision. But maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory?
Ready, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down.
Go!
Just going to keep no room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. This offense has it with a really good field position.
Crunch time, defense.
Ready? Last Luther.
Tight end right.
Hey, pick it up.
From the gun, the running back wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of runners. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He might want another play.
Just like that. Just like that.
Lazy.
Our time. It's our time.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Oh, zone.
Pick it up. Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm open.
Russell fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out in the corner of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Watch right. Come on, blow.
Right. Single.
Over here, bullseye.
Single, slot.
Eagles,
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Sit up.
Russell from the gun on third down. Touchdown tie! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. And you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate at this one. They're footing and get back in this game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap. Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough. You have to respect him, and you have to account for him defensively.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Go!
They'll run the counter. There we go. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Volunteers are flying down the field.
We got 4.
Where did he go?
And the ball is free.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Lost one on the last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready? Ready, go!
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Let's go. Down, ready.
Tighten down.
Go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end.
I don't know.
Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively.
Turning it on! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Wiley. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pick up and cool on 1st down, it's 2nd and 6.
Single.
Oh, here we go.
Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Keelan Russell. Going for 6. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Black 14. Black 14.
Sends it back in motion. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And then offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. They're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Ready, go!
They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Go!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Breaks free, and look at that. He's just running through everybody. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long.
You must be.
Go!
Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field. They're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Right.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9.
Ready? Sweep. Return.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
See what you got.
We got Trick.
Where did he go?
From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line.
Light aid. Clap.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring
Hand off to the single running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Splash moving.
Mike, I got you, boy.
Right back to him. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Throwing Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
No!
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Baylor taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Bears coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Here we go.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far, staying home, playing their sides. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Break.
The Tide offense rolls onto the
Blue
field.
Thunder. Blue 42 Thunder. Set.
They'll run it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And we saw the tape coming into this football game, and we knew he was kind of hot, right? Like, he had over 100 yards
Right.
rushing last week, now over 100 again. In a rivalry game, it feels like deja vu. And the defense has got to be up there.
Might have a chance. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
Bingo Rubin.
Because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here's the return from the just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Break.
Plenty
Let's
of
go.
distance between them and the sticks
Level,
here
level.
on 2nd down.
Down. Ready. 180. 180.
We got 3. We got
Go.
Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Break.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started.
Ready. Jet.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Ready. Go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back.
Nice pick, nice
And
pick.
with the pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You gotta go out and try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Bite 29. Bite 29.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Coming to you, coming to you, team.
Blue 85, Blue 85. Ruben.
I smell fear in that offense.
Give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock and you can get a W.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Quarterback adjusting the
Eddie
pattern.
Hurricane. What Eddie Hurricane?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
Let's go, team.
Run. There's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Staley. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something that jumpstart them, because nothing really going on.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ready. Over!
On the line. The pitch could be an alley. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
It's Bishop. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Quarterback D-line.
Direct snap. Wildcat looked good and give much. Picked up a few on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes the offense on second down.
Come this way. Come this way.
Ready.
Hey, you're on the island over there. You're on an island.
No chance.
Go!
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. And never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things are going to show in the football room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
On target. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
96 bridge. 95, go!
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack.
Where did he go?
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Ready, go!
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Russell. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide in the